the topic of discussion that we are going to discuss right now is we are going to discuss about good pasture syndrome, right? We are going to discuss about good pasture syndrome. Okay, good pasture syndrome. Okay, now before getting into good pasture syndrome, okay, I would like to mention that it is what? It is autoimmune disorder, right? It is what? It is our autoimmune disorder. Autoimmune disorder. Autoimmune disorder, and what happens here is, right, autoimmune disorder, there will be auto antibody, right? There will be auto antibody production against our alpha 3 chain. Now what is this alpha 3 chain, right? Alpha 3 chains. Okay, now to understand this, I would like to take you toward our this diagram. Now here, as you can see, there are predominantly 4 type of collagen. Predominantly there are 4 type of collagen, and if you'll see, type 1 collagen, it is found in bone. Type 2, it is found in cartilage, right? Cartilage. Type 3, it is found in blood vessel, and type 4, it is found in what glomerular basement membrane in kidney and lungs. And yes, we are talking about this type 4 collagen. Now talking about type 4 collagen, now if we'll just move in depth about type 4 collagen, then we'll find that this type 4 collagen, it is made up of triple helix of this 3 alpha, 3 4 alpha and 5 alpha, right? Alpha 3, alpha 4 and alpha 5 our components. Now what will happen is that in this our good pasture syndrome, what will happen is that there will be auto antibody against this our fourth type of our this fourth type of the component of our triple helix of collagen 4. So there will be mutation or defect in this alpha 4. As there will be defect in alpha 4, there will be defect in this collagen 4, right? As there will be defect in this collagen type 4, there will be defect in our there will be defect in our GBM, right? Glomerular basement membrane in kidney and lungs both. So now what we need to understand right here is we need to understand that there will be defect in alpha 3 chain, and because of which there will be antibody produced against alpha 3 chain of our type 4 collagen, right? Type 4 collagen. So I think we are clear about this point now. So moving further, what I would like to mention right here is this our good pasture syndrome, right? About this good pasture syndrome, the thing that we need to know here is it is autoimmune disorder, right? Autoimmune mediated disorder. And if you just recall our concept of immunity, then we'll just know that the reactions, right, that follow, that are mediated by immune complexes are of which type of hypersensitivity reaction? They are of type 2 hypersensitivity reaction, right? Hypersensitivity reaction. And we have already mentioned that there will be antibody against antibody against alpha 3 chain, right? Alpha 3 chain. And there will be and this alpha 3 chain, it is the component of it is the component of our collagen type 4, right? Collagen type 4. That means, as you can see right here, these are 2, these are 3 and these are 4. So it is it is mnemonics to memorize 2 3 4, right? 2 3 4. Now what will happen is that this type 4 collagen, right? This type 4 collagen, as we have already said, it is present in our basement membrane, right? Basement membrane, glomerular basement membrane, and that's on kidney, and that's kidney and lungs, right? If there will be the involvement of kidney, right? If there will be the involvement of kidney, then what will happen? There will be the condition of hematuria, right? And if there will be the involvement of lungs, then there will be there will be vomiting of blood, and that will be hemoptysis, right? Why there will be hematuria? Because because there is no glomerular membrane, there is no glomerular basement membrane, or there is defect in glomerular basement membrane, because of which what will happen is that this content, right, the content of glomerular will leak into our filter. This will leak due to filtration, because of which there will be RBC, right? Normally there is no filtration of RBC, but here, because of defect in glomerular basement membrane, there will be filtration of RBC, and these RBC will appear in these RBC will appear in our urine. That's all. And similarly in hemoptysis also same thing happens. While coughing, we'll be having RBCs, right? Okay, now this was all about all about brief description. Now we'll be talking about we'll be talking about diagnosis, right? Talking about diagnosis, how we are going to diagnose this, how we are going to diagnose our good pasture syndrome. So here what we'll do is we'll do renal biopsy. We'll do renal right, we'll do renal biopsy, right. While doing renal biopsy, what we'll see is, right, we'll observe the biopsy tissue through immunofluorescence. And while doing immunofluorescence, what we'll see is that in immunofluorescence, we know that there will be what refracted material will be seen, and that refracted material are what immune complexes, right, immune complexes. And these immune complexes, right, here it will, in immunofluorescence, they will appear linearly. How they will appear? Linearly. As you can see right here, they will appear linearly. As you can see, right, these are what, these are present linearly in all our what glomerular basement membrane. So as you can see, these are what, these are the linear involvement, right. Now if this Goodpasture syndrome progresses, then it can even lead to what, it can even lead to RPG and rapidly proliferative glomerulonephritis, and also there can be a renal failure which may cause death. So now let's move toward what, let's move toward our content, right. Yes, so we're talking about type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4 collagen. Yes, we're especially based on type 4, which are present on basement membrane. That's our basement membrane, right, in what, in kidney and our lungs, right. Type 4, right, under the floor basement membrane. Yes, it is right, mentioning mnemonics right here. Okay, now it is this our type 4 defect in type 4 is found in Alport syndrome. Yes, we have discussed about this Alport syndrome and thin thin glomerulomembranous syndrome also, right, in this Alport syndrome. And also there is what, there is this defect in type 4 collagen is found in Goodpasture syndrome, as you have seen right now, right. Now here, as you have already said, that it is type 2 hypersensitivity reaction, since it is immune mediated, right, auto antibody mediated, right. There will be a antibody against what, type 3 alpha 3 chain, right. Type 4 collagen will be involved, right. Now there will be the condition of hemorrhagic inflammation. Hemorrhagic inflammation means what, there will be the appearance of blood, right. If there will be the involvement of kidney, then that will be hematuria, as we have already discussed. If there will be the involvement of lungs, there will be hemoptysis, that also we have already discussed, right. How we are going to diagnose it? We are going to diagnose it with the help of what, renal biopsy under immunofluorescence. What will be seen? There will be linear immunofluorescence will be seen. Yes, we have already discussed about these things right here, right. Okay, now here, yes, and it can progress to RPGN and renal failure also type, and yes, similarly, yes, it is the mnemonics 1 2 3 4, right. And type 1, now from 1, it is what, it is type what, it is type 1 RPG and rapidly proliferative glomerulonephritis is example of type 1, right. Type 1 rapidly proliferative glomerulonephritis. If you remember the different type of RPGN, right. From 2, as you have already mentioned, it is what, it is a type 2 hypersensitivity reaction, right. And talking about 3, right, there will be defect in what, alpha 3 chain of collagen type 4, and from 4 there will be collagen type 4 defect, right. Now clinical feature, yes, we have already mentioned, lungs there will be hemoptysis, kidney there will be hematuria, right. And most it may lead to what, renal disease, renal failure also, right. Light microscope we can see crescents, crescent formation can be seen. Electron microscope we will see the rupturing of glomerular basement membrane, right. Yes, and immunofluorescence, there will be linear pattern, as you have already discussed, right. And that linear pattern will show smooth deposition, right. And this was all about what, this was all about our Goodpasture syndrome. So this much for this lecture. Thank you and have a great time.